Hello, so here's a process video for my garden tapestry design. So the inspiration started when I went to the Santa Cruz County Fair and saw the bonsai exhibit. I took lots of pictures. Then I found a half-drop toile that was a landscape. And then I went about laying out the general idea of where all the different trees were going to be using my bonsai photographs I took at the county fair. I'm using the toile design as a sort of a layout that makes sense for a landscape that I can use as a framework for my own landscape. Then I put a square behind the design to try to map out the half drop to make sure I know where different elements are going to interact. This is all in Adobe Fresco, and this is the only way I know how to make it as accurate as possible. So then I divide the square in half, and then I organize the layers so it's a half drop as accurately as possible. And then I get rid of, just hide those really bright layers. And then I went about refining what was going to be the main tile that I was going to draw. I sketched in some elements like the bridge and the lily pads. And then it was time to draw 1 million leaves. So the time lapse on Fresco was the whole screen, so the resolution is really crappy when you zoom in. But I had to draw like a ton of leaves in the style of historical tapestry designs. So here are some better images of the leaves. And some videos of me drawing the leaves. So I draw every single line with a vector brush. I like to use vectors in Fresco because I can hand draw, and then I can make the final repeat tile as large as possible without losing any of the definition and all those little tiny lines. Here's my cat trying to help me draw all these lines. He really thinks the Apple Pencil is for him and as a toy, and also that I should be playing with him and not drawing 1,000 lines. Once I finished drawing all the motifs, here's a super sped up me drawing in the background. Then I moved that design into Illustrator to lay it out for real with accurate to the pixel half drop design. After Illustrator, I then moved the design into Photoshop and added linen texture. And then I created all the different colorways using hue saturation filters and brightness contrast filters. There's also a couple herons hidden in there. And that's a super quick overview of the process.